If you played last year's wholly original DS title Scribblenauts, then you know it's a sandboxy puzzle game in which you use the power of the pen to solve riddles. As they say, the pen is mightier. Or is it penis mightier? Anyway, not much has changed since the first iteration of this creative idea except for a few additions that greatly improve upon the original, making it super. Essentially, you, a Scribblenaut named Maxwell, are thrown into puzzling situations in which you must use your brain and your notebook to solve. When you access your notebook, you have the ability to type and create virtually anything you can possibly think of, aside from the ultra-esoteric and vulgar entries. You then, in turn, use these items to complete the puzzle or objective you've been presented with. For example, in this stage, you have to create weapons for this knight so he can vanquish his enemies and level up, of course. The most obvious change is the addition of adjectives, and this was no small feat. You're no longer limited to just nouns. Now, instead of creating a plain old T-Rex, you can make an ultimate pretty, winged, friendly, polka-dotted, furry T-Rex. You can stack adjectives on any noun to create outlandish items. This also comes into play with the new adjective levels where you have to make one thing like another. For example, to connect this robot, plant, and zombie, I made a zombie still cactus. I'm so creative. Another new and very welcome addition is the ability to move your character with the D-pad, which I still cannot believe was left out of the original. There are also more puzzle levels in this one, as opposed to get from point A to point B levels, which makes the game feel more complete. There's 10 puzzle trees with about 10 to 12 levels in each one, and about 70% of those can be completed in advanced mode, which is basically the same level 3 times in a row, but you have to use different words to complete it each time. There are also 2 action-oriented puzzle trees, but these levels seem kind of thrown together, and to me fall short of capturing what the game is really about. The levels in this game are a bit scarce, but there's a level editor and, thanks to the internet, you can download custom levels over the DS Wi-Fi service. There are also many merits to unlock for, dare I say, achieving certain things in the game. These merits as well as level completion score you allers, with which you can buy new avatars. Yay. The developers do a nice job of keeping things interesting and fun by throwing in a few Easter eggs, like the time machine and the teleporter. Also, try using Maxwell's notebook as an item and see what random concoctions the game comes up with. A few complaints. I found myself playing this game with the audio off because the sound effects and music leave something to be desired, to say the least. Also, the aesthetic is a little bland, but I'm sure this is done so that you can create whatever world you would like. And if it weren't for the custom levels, the lasting appeal may have been a little lacking. But for a $30 handheld title, it's hard to complain too much. Overall, this game drastically improves upon the original with only a few changes, which makes you wonder, why wasn't the first game like this? Well, I guess hindsight's 20/20. And with a recent drought of worthwhile DS games besides Professor Layton, this is a pretty good purchase for all you Nintendo handheld fans, so I recommend it. Check it out. Super Scribblenauts.